For a 2-minute song, that one did a hell of a lot, that's for sure. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Molly, and in this video I am going to be filming a reaction to Ire Works, the third studio album from the band the Dillinger Escape Plan. Now, the last time I did a Dillinger reaction here on my channel, it was to their second studio album, Miss Machine, that they put out in 2004, and Ire Works comes 3 years after that one. This one they released in 2007. And same as Miss Machine, this one also features Greg Puciato on vocals, and I really enjoyed his voice on the last album I heard. So yeah, I'm very excited to dive into Ire Works and see what I'm going to think of this third Dillinger album. I also want to quickly address that I sound terrible right now. I'm really congested, but I sound a lot worse than I feel. Just throwing that out there. Okay, so up first on Ire Works is track 1, which is called Fix Your Face. I think he said something about being a deer in the headlights. That's almost like how this album started. Like you were almost caught off guard with all of the energy just coming at you all of a sudden. I love that bass that I'm picking up on. It's really standing out. There's like some weird mechanical sounds going on in the background. Well, that was quite a way to start this album. That was track 1, Fix Your Face, in typical Dillinger Escape Plan style, just throwing all of the intensity and energy right at you. They do have a fascinating way, though, of knowing how to let their songs breathe a little bit, even though they're so intense at the same time. Like, they know how to kind of pull back a bit and make it a little bit jazzy and relaxed, and then they'll just punch you in the face again with the energy. But moving on to track 2, we have Lurch. I don't know your name. I think it's really fascinating how there's like 2 different melodies here going on with the guitars. It's almost like 2 different songs being played at the same time. That was cool. I loved that little injection of piano there. Well, that was track 2, Lurch. For a 2-minute song, that one did a hell of a lot, that's for sure. Its sound kind of bounced all over the place. I really liked how like weirdly open that song sounded at parts, like that little section there with the piano. It kind of had this really amazing echoey quality to it. And one thing I really enjoy about Greg's voice is it's actually really easy for me to pick up on the lyrics to these songs, even though like he's just screaming at a lot of parts. His voice always is very clear, and I kind of like that the lyrics are a lot more distinct than you would typically find in a style of music like this. But moving on to track 3 now, we have Bubblegum. I just love how playful their sound is. They're not afraid to just try a bunch of different stuff. There's like some borderline kind of 9 Inch Nails-esque qualities to this one. Like almost some weird electronic things going on. Yeah, they're using some chimes too. I don't know, there's just like a softness to this song. Yeah, do you hear that really subtle like beeping sound? It's really cool. Well, Well, that was track 3, Black Bubblegum. I actually really enjoyed the softness of that one. Definitely more melodic and less abrasive than the first 2 tracks. I really liked the vocals on that one. There was like some backup singers at times and like some weird, like almost chorus elements too that they were utilizing. And then with like the chimes and the electronic touches that they were adding to that one, just a fusion of different sounds that I thought worked really well together. All right, moving on to track 4, we have Sick on Sunday. What is this percussion I'm hearing? I don't even know what I'm listening to right now. It's got like this weird kind of staticky, like electronic buzzing noise to it. And again, his vocals are just really soft and restrained. Well, that was track 4, Sick on Sunday. I thought for a second there it was going to be an entirely instrumental track, but his voice did come in toward the end. And I loved the electronic tones on that one too, and that part where it was so quiet and then just bang, all the energy just came right at you. It was just awesome. But I'm going to move along to track 5, which is called When Acting as a Particle. We've got some violins, it sounds like. All right, it's building up. You can just feel all of that tension rising. Okay, and then that track flowed right into the next one so nicely. I'm going to pause it really quick. But that was track 5, When Acting as a Particle. Just an instrumental one, kind of like a build-up almost into track 6. I loved the use of the violin, and they had those chimes again that they were using. Just such a cool build-up. I loved all of the tension growing with that song. But I'm just going to continue listening to track 6, which is called Nong Eye Gong. Okay, this part has like a jazziness to it. That was track 6, Nong Eye Gong. Kind of a continuation of When Acting as a Particle. Those two almost work as like one track. You kind of have When Acting as a Particle as the build-up, and then Nong Eye Gong was just like, bang, here's the energy just coming at you yet again. I just love, though, how intense their music is, but they just always infuse on these little bits of jazziness and playfulness and kind of a restrained aspect to it that just makes it like weirdly very accessible, at least to my ears anyway. But moving on to track 7, we have When Acting as a Wave. Again, there's like a strong electronic quality to this one. There's like some weird glitching sounds that I'm hearing. And the chimes, yet again. Well, that was a very interesting track. That was track 7, When Acting as a Wave. It was almost like the song kind of got into a rhythm, a bit of a groove, and then they would just throw on like that glitching effect, and it just threw you for a loop. Like it kind of kept you on your toes almost. But I'm going to move on to track 8, which is called 82588. Fallen angel, I am chained. His vocals just have such a strength to them, like an aggressiveness on this track. They almost have like this growling quality. That was cool. Right when he said set you free, and then the track just changed completely. That was track 8, 82588. The dynamics on that one were insane. I loved that quiet section there where the song just completely changed tone. It was like almost this ambient kind of echoey quality to it. And then his vocals came back in and just had so much intensity to him, like a visceralness to that song, which I really enjoyed. Okay, up next is track 9, which is called Milk Lizard. Again, there's like a really fun jazzy quality to this one. Nice, okay, we've got that piano coming back in. Alright, change up on the vocals too. Man, this song is really incorporating like every element that they've used on this album so far. You've got the jazziness, you've got the more melodic, softer vocals at parts, you obviously have the intensity, you've got those weird glitchy effects and the electronic quality.
Just cut me out. Never meant to be left alone. That feels like never ending. That feels like never ending.
Well, that was track 9, Milk Lizard. I absolutely loved that one. I thought it was interesting too how at the end there it just kept repeating this feels like never ending, and it was almost like they were mimicking those lyrics by making it like very repetitive there at the end. I kind of enjoyed how they did that. And again, just with all the electronic tones and the jazzy elements that they were throwing on that song, just a ton of experimentation. I mean, they've obviously done a lot of experimenting with their sound on their previous albums that I've heard and their EP with Mike Patton, but this album I think is maybe pushing the boundary of their sound even more. There's just a lot of fusion going on with the sounds that they're utilizing. But moving on to track 10, we have Party Smasher.
You are only the faded star of my design.
There's such a sharpness to this song. Like, I love that staccato quality that it's got. Yeah, with that guitar, it's just like rapid fire.
Won't you ever see your shadow?
Track 10, Party Smasher. That one was pretty much just all out, coming right at you through the whole track. Not as much of that change up on the dynamic. The guitar on that one, though, was just awesome. Like, it just had this rapidness to it that is just really impressive to listen to. Moving on to track 11, we have Dead as History. Very ambient right off the start here, and those weird glitchy sounds are back as well. And then is that an acoustic guitar that I'm hearing? Yeah, again, there's like a strong ambience on this one, like kind of an echoey quality to his vocals at points.
If we still feel alive.
I don't know what that sound is. They're blending the harsh and the soft so well. I love it. That was a fascinating song. That was track 11, Dead as History. That one was almost like 3 parts to it almost. The beginning was very ambient, and it kind of had like this really wintry, kind of windy, cold, isolated feeling to it. And the middle of that song brought the intensity and more of that energy with his vocals. And then the end was beautiful, very angelic and like heavenly sounding with kind of those choral sounding vocals. But I'm going to move on to track 12, which is called Horse Hunter.
Something over dead for context.
I love their change-ups. I never get tired of them. I love how kind of slow and drawn out this vocal delivery is, but it's still so aggressive too. It's like he's yelling, but he's like extending his words, if that makes sense. I love the vocals when they say down. It's like there's extra vocalists they add on that just give it this really immense, like, crushing quality to it. That was track 12, Horse Hunter. Really fun one. It just had this amazing, like, thunderous quality to it. With his vocals especially, just like a sucker punch of energy yet again, like kind of a heaviness, a brutality to that one. But yet, they balanced it out with that awesome lightness and kind of a jazziness too. Alright, moving on to the final song on Ire Works, we have track 13, which is called Mouth of Ghosts. Okay, yet again, we have like this ambience to this one, and those jazzy sounds, that piano, and the glitchy sounds again. Okay, now this song is weirdly kind of speeding up a bit. There's such a playful quality to the instrumentation on this one. Man, even that electronic guitar, I think that's what I'm hearing. There's such a dissonance to it. Like, it's so echoey and pushed in the background. It's just creating an amazing atmosphere on this song. Yeah, this percussion is so interesting on this song. You have those really natural, kind of organic sounds. It's not a maraca, I don't think, but it's something similar to that. And then there's these weird, like, clicking, borderline, again, like, electronic sounds I'm hearing, too. It's just such an odd pairing. Well, I suppose that is how Ire Works is going to come to a close. That was track 13, Mouth of Ghosts. I would say that was definitely the song on this album that was the most different sounding. But it still definitely incorporated elements they had across the whole thing with the ambience, some electronic tones, that jazziness yet again. I really enjoyed how ambient it was though, especially there toward the end with his vocals, just kind of this amazing echoey quality to him. Okay, well that officially wraps up my reaction to Ire Works, the third studio album from the Dillinger Escape Plan. For a 38-minute album, it's really impressive to me how much they can do with their sound in that short running time, but somehow it's never too much. Even though there's so much variety going on and experimentation, it always is just perfectly balanced out. I think the standout tracks for me right now, I really enjoyed track 4, Sick on Sunday, how like weirdly electronic that one was with all of those glitching sounds, just really unique. And all the atmospheric stuff on track 11, Dead is History, I really enjoyed as well. And track 9, Milk Lizard, was kind of just a fusion of everything that they did on this album. That was definitely a big standout for me. But all of Ire Works was great. I loved this third album from the Dillinger Escape Plan. And up next is going to be Option Paralysis, their fourth album. I'm definitely looking forward to hearing that one. But yeah, as usual, thank you all so much for watching. Stay tuned, and I will see you in the next video.